What's your sort of big picture take on if traditional markets trend down for the rest of the year?
Or even a depression.
What's your take on sort of Bitcoin?
Yeah, I think Bitcoin, people have forgotten that Bitcoin was a non-correlated asset for 10 years, 11 years, right? And everyone is yelling and screaming that Bitcoin's non-correlated for right now. Yes, over a 10-week period, it's non-correlated. But if you go back to the 2008 financial crisis, gold went down 30% in the summer of 2008, right? So a safe haven asset dropped 30% over multiple months. Why is that important? Because during a liquidity crisis, people sell all of their risk assets, right? They sell the things that previously were thought to be non-correlated, whatever. Well, if you then expand out across the entire crisis in 2008, so from like I say 2007 to 2011, gold was up like 3x almost. It hit a new all-time high and ended up coming out was one of the best performers out of that entire crisis. Well, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's following a very similar trend. It was down 50% in a single day. It was down in very big numbers over kind of the real bad part of the liquidity crisis. And it's moving with stocks. But ultimately, Bitcoin in most people's mind is denominated in dollars. So is the stock market. And so if you're going to pump asset prices, everything's going to go up. What ends up happening, though, is the difference is the fundamentals of Bitcoin are getting stronger. So you get price going up and to the right. Fundamentals are going up and to the right. The economy, though, is doing something different. Stock prices are going up and to the right, but the economic data is actually going down and to the right. And so you're getting a separation between stock prices and the reality or the fundamentals. With Bitcoin, you're actually getting them moving in tandem. So it can appear to be correlated for, could be months. But ultimately, I think, 5 years from now, we'll look back and say, hey, there was a 3 or 6 month period where Bitcoin and other assets were correlated. But at some point, there is a separation and you'll see kind of Bitcoin continue to follow the movement of the fundamentals, whereas you'll see either fundamentals drastically improve in this economy, or you're going to see stock market prices have to drop to kind of meet reality at some point.
As Paul Tudor Jones said, Bitcoin's the fastest horse in the race.
I think that he's right.
Hey, great clip.
Yeah, Pomp's the man.
If you want to check out the full conversation, there's a link to the full episode down below in the description.
And if you're interested in more Bitcoin and cryptocurrency content, make sure you subscribe to the channel.